as is the referee. Samoa to get things started. Game number 2. Switch of direction, they go left side, look for the bouncy on the edge. It may work out pretty well, and it's off Samoan hands, who are playing advantage now. Nothing going on there, so we'll come all the way back, but a bit of innovative play there from Samoa.
Yeah, it's a good intensity to start this match as well. Some pressure flying down the left touchline and then swarming through on the Cook Islands defensively, making sure they couldn't get that ball away. Really good start from the Samoans.
Five, you're either in or out.
Cook Islands with first crack with ball in hand.
One of the highlights for me yesterday was the defence of the Samoan team. They worked really hard together in their 2s and 3s, gave the opposition the space on the edge, and then worked hard to close it down from there.
Need more of the same in this matchup. That one's come out the same channel, so we'll reset. So just a bit eager here at scrum time to get things moving. It comes in now eventually, so the Cook Islands will look to swing it wide inside the 22. Good little straightening option there. Switch direction back towards the traffic. Poa keeping things alive. This is good play from the Cook Island. The Samoan defence is swarming. That's a good ball. Here's the captain. We spoke about it. Koya Tush cuts back on the inside. Going pretty lateral are the Cook Island, but ball is still in hand. Rotamoki, she's trying to spark something. She's dangerous. That'll help. They were trying to get out of their own half, and the high tackle there is a relieving penalty there, Nick.
Yeah, it is. We spoke about the Samoan defence just previously, and here's a great example of it. You can see them just presenting a really strong line, not giving the Cook Islands an inch. Now able to, a good kick for touch there, relieve some pressure, and get out of their own end.
Rotamoki there, the 14, she's only 18 years of age. She was lightning in open field yesterday, so they will need her to step up once again. There's the line out, and they find Poa at the top and down to Makara, and she flings it wide. This is good little set piece option. Brown looking for options. She finds Rotamoki, and she takes the tackle and lost some yardage there, but play on the Cook Islands. Poa to Makara. Makara, she's powerful with ball in hand, gets the offload away. Good defence, forcing the kick downfield. Raporo, she bangs it downfield, and it's a good bit of territory gain too for Samoa to work out their own half. That one's a bit high there on Leua, the captain, so they play quickly now. Vea. Kaluma, she gets chopped down nicely. Samoa just short of halfway. Left side, Tanunga. To Leua. A reseed. Bit sloppy here from Samoa, but ball is in hand and pushing it back, and the Cook Islands defence getting up in the face of Samoa. They've stolen it, ripped it away. Have the Cook Islands, and they get the penalty to go with it. That's a big play right there for the Cook Islands defence.
Yeah, so far in this game, it's defence from both sides been the highlight. Cook Islands just struggling to find their feet in attack, but they get a great opportunity now off the back of that.
Rotamoki, she's all on her own there, and she's easily picked off there from the captain, Leilua. So Samoa now trying to strike and get some first point. That's a good ball out wide. Here's some space down the edge. Oh, she had a look too and just left it behind. That's frustrating play there. Karamua, she was dangerous with the ball in hand. She saw the try line and had a look too early.
She did, and that was a real chance there for Samoa. They had the Cook Island defence retreating, and they had the extra numbers. You mentioned it, Kauma, she was in space there, just saw herself going over the try line and put the ball down. Both sides just struggling a little bit to find their rhythm and attack here today. Strong defence from both teams. Putting them both under pressure.
So the Cook Islands now right on the halfway line. Successful scrum and a bit of a blocker play out the back, and they fling it wide. Now the captain tries to get the footwork moving, and that's a good option on the inside. Finds Brown. Brown tries to get on the outside, but she's met head on there by the Samoan defence. She's a bit isolated there, and there's the steal. Clear release was good, so Samoa now on the attack, trying to strike first point. And this may be second time's a charm. Trying to get on the outside. Great chop tackle, 5 away. Samoa still with the ball in hand. Successful clear out. Vea rushing out the line. She beats the Cook Island defence and offloads the ball. That one's left behind. Parisa.
One green.
Offside there against Iroa. And there it is, a quick tap and go. And finally, after 5, almost 6 minutes, Parisa, the 35-year-old, she opens the account for Samoa.
Yeah, and they're starting to look dangerous, Samoa. They're just starting to build a few phases and make some inroads into this Cook Island defence. It came from the turnover at the breakdown. They attacked the wide breakdown, got the penalty, and then played quickly, and they had the Cook Islands on the back foot. And then Parisa, she just plays too quickly, takes a quick tap and scores untouched under the posts. But it was the work in defence that led to that try. Great wide attacking breakdown, and then from there it was just weighted possession, gets them over the line.
The extra 2 points is successful. So a low scoring first half so far. Defence has been the key, and Samoa finally break the deadlock, 7 points to 0. We'll have one final play before half time, then Cook Islands strike back. All taken there off the kick-off, so Samoa trying to press hard in defence, but Cook Islands offloading that one. Needs to go a bit earlier. The space was there, and that'll be half time. And a low scoring affair, Samoa holding on to a 7 points to 0 lead.
Yeah, and a really strong finish to the first half there from Samoa, showing what they're capable of. Neither side have been able to hold the ball for long periods of time. The first team that does, no surprise, comes up with the only points of the game. Cook Islands just struggling to find their attack a little bit, no rhythm at the moment. That was a highlight of their play yesterday. They held the ball, they were really patient. Just haven't been able to find that today. Samoa having a breakdown.
Spoke about in the pre-game, defence is the key in 7's. You see the exciting attacking play, but without some defence, that's when it counts at the pointy end of the competition. We're seeing it already in this, between these two sides.
Yeah, definitely a real defence-orientated game here. Cook Islands getting some messages from their coach. Need to get the ball into the hands of Makara. She can really create for them in the middle with their strong carries, and then look to offload and keep the ball around. They can build some momentum in their attack off the back of her. Samoa, we've seen what they can do. They'll have a real focus to just control this ball in the second half. They've looked the better side in attack so far. I think if they can hold the ball, they might be able to put some points on.
The Cook Islands need to get into the danger arms. Rotomoki, she is the threat with ball in hand. She'll be the difference in this second half. If the Cook Islands can come back, so we're set to go. Second half action coming up. Game number 2.
To see them go short here, try and win the ball straight back off the kick-off, try and make an early statement, hit right back with some points.
And there's the restart there from Rioporo. So Samoa have first possession. That's a good carry up the middle. Samoa. Now Samoa looking to shift it wide. There's the try scorer. Centre field now with Vea. Now getting to an edge nicely. Good 7's attack, and she drops the shoulder there, but the Cook Islands defence holds on. Brown there makes the tackle. Samoa do well. They secure their own ball. The captain shifting it wide now. This is better play. Samoa looking ominous here. Over halfway. It's some open field now. Tracking back. by Fia will go all the way. What a bit of work there. Linda Fia, the 29-year-old. She does it all herself and gets Samoa's second try.
Yeah, and they've got all the momentum now in this game. Samoa tried before half-time and now won straight after half-time. But it was just the quality of the passing from the middle. Look at some of these passes, just bullet-like, getting the ball straight out to the width. From there, they've got on the outside of the Cook Island defence, and Fia, she's just too quick.
Tell you what, a bit of toe on the outside as well. She's an enforcer through the middle, but she can match it with speed as well.
Absolutely, great finish from Fia. I think you called it there in that passage of play. Really clinical 7's from Samoa. They went to the left edge. Really great recycle, working in their threes. One over the ball, one there to clear. And then the quality of the passing out to the right-hand side creates the space. Fia, just too much pace.
It's great coaching there from the Samoan coaching staff at half-time. A clear message, play with the width, and they get a result early. As they restart play, Cook Islands need something. Desperate to get back into this contest. Score now 14 points, and there are 2 converted tries, the difference. So Cook Island, that's a good long ball under a bit of pressure now is Rotamolki. She drops it under nice there for Makara. A good recycle now. Bit of space on an edge for Rima Brown. Rima Brown in some open field. The captain, Lewis, coming across one-on-one. She stabs it ahead, looking for the inside runners. There's not much support there, so it's cleaned up. And Leua, number 5, tries to get the hands free and pops out the top to Tumu. Now Tanunga, and there's a big shot in the midfield, forcing the turnover. The Cook Islands trying to spread it wide. Just running out of room there. Back on the inside is Tuana. And there's the offload. What a bit of play there from the Cook Islands. The perfect comeback. Manira Poa. She is great yesterday and she's delivering once again.
Oh yeah, she flooded into the space and then put the pace on to score the try, but it comes off the back of a great tackle, as we see here. She cleans up the scraps, keeps it alive, and then has the presence of mind just to stay alive. Caught the Samoan defence napping. There was acres of space through the middle of the field. Oh, she backs up, gets a second touch, gets a reward of a try. Cook Island's now back in the game.
Full credit there to Miracle Monga. That was a massive shot in the midfield, forcing the turnover.
She's been a real X-factor for them. Monga, she came off the bench a couple of times yesterday and provided some real impact. And we see again today, she's lifted her side there. Samoa had all the running, all the momentum, and a big tackle from Miracle Monga just changes the game, creates a try from Manira Poa.
So it's a grandstand finish coming up here. Samoa just a converted try, the difference. Good little wrap-around play there from the Samoans inside the 40. Cook Island in to muscle up in defence here as they make some changes. Morris Ponga onto the field now for the Cook Island side in the number 3 jersey, and she makes that tackle. Good recycle there. Sulavule flings it wide. Pararisa, she's already got one today. And there's the penalty coming against the Cook Islands. So there's a player down. The bid has come for 2, just a wrist injury, arm.
Yes, an immediate concern here for, I think it's Ruaporo's the player down. She gets to her feet now, which is good to see, but still some concern for that wrist. Cook Islands off the back of that big hit from Miracle Monga, really playing with some good energy now. They sniff a bit of an opportunity here, trying to pile on the pressure through their defence. Hopefully she's alright.
So Samoa now, 11 minutes gone, we're heading to the pointy end of this matchup, and a try here could really seal things for Samoa. And here's an opportunity on the left edge, cutting back on the inside is Vaya, keeping the offload going inside the 22 now. Samoa, that's a good clean out, but the Cook Islands over the top, Makara. But it goes the other way there. Bit of back chat. Wish she might have been in her rights there, Nick.
Yeah, it looked good. It was a good piece of work. ref didn't see it that way, and then fortunately with a little discipline marches her team back 5 minutes. Now Samoa, they can seal this one with some points here.
The dummy there from Sulavule and out the back to Tununga, and then she flings a wild one on the edge, and there it is in the corner. The finish there from Powell, and that might be the end of the match there for Samoa. An important try, leading now 19 points to 7.
Yeah, really important try for Samoa. Mine has just been the quality of their passing that's been the difference. We see here, she loops around, the ball hits the deck, but it's the quality of the pass into space to set up her teammate. And it's Power who's the recipient on the edge. She scores a crucial try for Samoa. They just shift the ball so well, Samoa. Get the ball to space so quickly, and it's just so hard to defend once the ball's on the outside of the player and you're on the back foot.
Score is 19 points to 7, and we'll restart play for Leua. She goes, little chips it over the top there, good feet from the captain, and Cook Island trying to get something going. That one's knocked down, and the penalty will go towards the Cook Islands. So they'll have a final opportunity here to close the gap, and there's a yellow card coming against Samoa. So they'll play with 6. Otamoki, she's biding some time and swings it back left side, trying to identify the extra number, and breaking through now is Tanana. She gets the pass away, still alive. The Cook Island Samoan defence rushing up too. So no choice there but to straighten. That's a money ball out of the top. Makara pops it over the top, and it's may have been steal there for Samoa. Play on the call, says the referee. And away goes the Samoan side. Latavo, she's fresh onto the field. Try scorer there. Break the moment. Could be try number 2 coming there for Powell. And Morris Ponga jumps on for the ride, but she may have still got it down. And yes, she has. And there's the final statement there from Samoa. Powell gets her second try, and Samoa will close this game out.
Yeah, Samoa just too strong throughout this game. They close it out nicely with a try after the siren. Powell, she gets a double. Just gets the ball. There's nothing doing here. She just looks up. She catches Makara coming out of the line, and Powell, she takes the gap that Makara left, and then had a little bit of work to do to get the ball over the line, but just too big and too strong. Seals the game for Samoa.
The extra 2 points is perfect as well, so that'll wrap things up in game number 2. The Samoan side clinical over the Cook Islands, 26 points to 7.